key compliance challenges that we face is always being a step ahead. That is the major challenge that we have, which creates, of course, a number of other subsidiary challenges and the other and subsidiary, let's say, actions to be taken in order to achieve this challenge and address it accordingly. Therefore, we always ensure to be having HCAD technologies to ensure that we're always having the right information on a real-time basis, and of course, in order to be sustainably correct and be sustainably achieving this challenge that we've got, we always ensure that we set the right values and standards and not just the relevant compliance restrictions. When we do this, we always make sure to have the best chance in achieving the major challenge, which, as I said, is always to stay a step ahead of the relevant regulations.
Our clients seem to face a lot of challenges in the current environment, mainly because of the lot of different regulations that increase and expand the scope of coverage of compliance activities. These include ESG, artificial intelligence, cyber, data protection issues, as well as the traditional topics of compliance such as financial crime. All this creates a lot of workload, a lot of costs, and at the same time a lot of overlap with other control functions within an organization that require to revisit the scope of compliance and increase its capabilities and way of operation.
In the face of new and existing compliance demands, a compliance officer must stay informed to prepare adequately and have access to all necessary resources to ensure compliance with rules and regulations. At InfoCredit Group, our mission is to provide top-tier compliance solutions, helping, of course, businesses navigate complex regulatory landscapes. As a leading provider, we specialize in anti-money laundering, know your customer, and regulatory compliance. Through our advanced AML solutions, KYC technologies, and strategic partnerships, especially with LexisNexis, empower organizations to make informed decisions, manage risk, and ensure transparency in global trade. At the end of the day, we aim to drive cost-effective solutions that drive compliance and business growth.
As you know, money laundering is a $3 trillion problem annually. And mid-market financial institutions have a really big difficulty managing onboarding, due diligence, ongoing monitoring, customer screening, transaction monitoring. So what we do is that we provide a platform that unifies all of these processes into a single, easy-to-use platform. So mid-market financial institution compliance officers, whether they are from banks, fintechs, EMIs, foreign exchange, insurance, gaming, can have their entire compliance solution end-to-end operated in a single platform.
One of the trends I'm focusing on is the increased enforcement around sanctions, financial and trade sanctions across different jurisdictions, so US, EU and UK, and the increasing divergence in enforcement approaches by those jurisdictions, in particular how they affect financial institutions, but also companies that are not financial institutions and are not used to necessarily dealing with sanctions enforcement. So that's one of the areas that I focus on and I frequently advise clients on.
I think one of the most important changes and regulations coming in during 2025 is the so-called MiCA, markets in crypto assets. Which is the first regulation being introduced in a major jurisdiction in relation to the regulation of crypto assets. I think it will be quite a challenge for Europe, for the European Union, to ensure that crypto assets are sufficiently regulated. There are various issues, obviously including AML, but also governance-wise, risk-wise, and other types of challenges. And the regulators across Europe should ensure that they build the necessary expertise and take the necessary actions in order to regulate sufficiently this industry, which is emerging and presents various risks to the investors.
With respect to the regulatory environment, there are so many challenges that KPMG were tackling and helping clients. First, I would say the capital requirements for banks, insurance, investment firms. There are new regulations. There is a new regulation now that will be in place in 2025 and 26. So there is a lot of movement. Second, AML. There is again evolution of the regulation. Third, on DORA and on operational resilience, on environment, ESG. It is again a big initiative that financial organizations have to comply with. MiCA for virtual currencies. There are new regulations on digitalization of the euro, which again brings new challenges. And on the use of technology, for example, on AI, there is a new AI Act that is enacted. So there is a big variety of regulations that we are involved and that our clients and KPMG on a number of that has to comply with.